I'm Danny Carroll, and for over 20 years, Carroll's Pumpkin Farm has been a family tradition.
We raised our first crop of pumpkins in 1984. As the years went by and our kids got older, it was a good way for kids to learn to work and learn the value of a dollar. In 1991, this 40-acre farm came up for sale, and at the time I was in real estate, and I was showing this farm to a prospective buyer and ended up selling it to myself. And we moved here in June of 1991. A big part of the farm is entertainment. Over the years, families have developed a tradition of coming out to the farm every year, enjoying the different activities, as well as picking a pumpkin. One of the first attractions that visitors see when they come to the farm is the goats. We have pygmy goats, about anywhere from 15 to 20, and they like to be fed, and kids really enjoy the goats. They're very friendly, they don't bite. The corn maze, we actually used a consultant with GPS technology and cut a design into the 13-acre cornfield, and that's been quite popular and appeals to older children, middle school age and high school, as well as college. The big orange pillow is just simply a canvas buried in a trench and inflated. It's the largest pillow that the company makes, and will hold anywhere from 40 to 60 people at a time. Very popular and with all ages. A few years ago, we added what we call the corn cannons, air-operated tubes that launch an ear of corn quite a ways, depending on the size of the ear of corn and how much air pressure you have. But we have a target. If the customer hits the target, they get a free bag of popcorn, and that's always very popular. One of our attempts to provide an indoor event or an activity, as anyone knows, in Iowa, the weather can be unpredictable. This year we're having unusually nice weather, but the trike barn provides a place indoors where they can get out of the wind or the cold or the rain and ride the trikes. In the early years we had wheelbarrows that people could use to haul their pumpkins to their car, but we found that they were mostly being used to haul people. We said, what the heck, we'll just design a wheelbarrow course and let people do that for fun. The cow train is where somebody takes a 55-gallon drum, puts some wheels on it, hooks them together, and they call it a barrel train. In keeping with our farm theme, our barrels are made up to look like Holstein cows. They're each given a name, like Bessie and Sweet Pea, and 10 kids at a time can get in that cow train, and it's constantly going, never stops, every weekend in October. Any visit to a farm like this would not be complete unless you had something to eat or drink. We have our concession stand where people can get pumpkin pie, popcorn, caramel apples, hot dogs, and plenty of drinks. The gift shop provides quite a wide variety of home decor items, fall decoration, Christmas items, as well as a unique supply of toys and gifts for children. Has become quite popular with a lot of folks that come here just simply to shop, whether or not they're interested in pumpkins or the activities. A few years ago, Curtis got the idea that we ought to build something called a trebuchet. We call it a catapult because most people haven't heard of a trebuchet or know what that means. But it's a piece of equipment that actually dates back to the Middle Ages. They would use it to attack a castle, and we built a smaller version that throws a pumpkin a couple of 100 feet out into our pond. And on weekends, we fire that off every time a wagon goes by. Very popular attraction. Of course, any visit to the pumpkin farm wouldn't be complete unless you could pick a pumpkin. There's nothing more special or unique than actually going into the pumpkin patch and picking a pumpkin off of the vine, or finding one that maybe has already been picked off the vine but left for you to pick up. It's just always great fun to watch kids' eyes light up when they go into a patch and can't make up their mind which one they want. And of course, they always pick the biggest one that they can barely carry. But that's a highlight of a trip to the pumpkin farm, is going to the patch and finding your pumpkin.
So come for the pumpkins and stay for the fun.